Welcome back to the Blooming Journal Live. I'm Colleen Watson, president of Century Plant Publishing, where we help small businesses find the words that resonate with their ideal clients. So excited you decided to join me today. For those of you who are new, thank you for stopping your scroll. For those of you who've been following along, welcome back. So glad that you're still with me. So we're continuing our Launch Your 2024 Right with Your Business Plan. And today we're going to get into the one thing that we all need, but nobody really wants to talk about, which is, of course, money. Right? You can't have a business if you don't have revenue. And you have to kind of figure out and plan and kind of project what your revenue for 2024 is going to be. And I get it. This is really hard. Especially if you're newer in business, you don't have a lot of benchmarks from the previous years to really have a clue on where you're going to be in the future. If you've been doing this a little bit longer, it's much easier to look back at your Q1 and Q2 of 3, 4, or 5 years ago, get a general sense of the flow of your business so that you can plan a little bit better. But even if you're new, like me, I'm fairly new at this gig, you can and should try to make some projections for your business. Now, I always believe in the good, better, best idea, so that you should have a base of what you want to cover. And that base includes some things. It includes your break even point. You need to know what you have bills for that are absolutely crucial in business that you need to make money for to cover each and every month. Okay. That is crucial. So, what is your break even point? How many things do you have to sell to do that? The other thing you have to figure out is your allocations. So, what part of what you make is going to go towards your operating expenses? What part of it is going to go towards paying you as the owner? You cannot forget to pay yourself. There's no point in having a business if you're not making money, right? And you want a business that's growing. You don't want to create a job for yourself. You want to create a business that thrives. So, what do you have to do that? And then you also have to think ahead, cover your taxes, right? I am a big fan of the profit first model. You don't have to do that, but I like it because the profit first model says the first person you pay is you, then you cover your expenses, then you pay your taxes. But you do have to consider paying money for your taxes. You also have to consider if this is the year, like, oh, this is a year I'm going to bring on an employee. Okay, you have to do a couple of things. But for money, what you have to do is you have to figure out how to pay them for the first 3 months, right? Because after that time, after you've completely trained them, they should be earning you enough in extra revenue to cover their salary and then some. Because what they're doing is freeing you up to do the thing you do best to bring more revenue in the business, and they do what they do best to do the same, right? So keep that in mind. But you do need to have a budget, a good budget where you are able to cover that, pay yourself, and have a good lifestyle. But I also think you should have a better and best budget. And I think that best budget should be a 7-figure budget or an 8-figure budget, depending on thing. It is a big head goal. Why? Because unless you set the goal, you're not telling the universe you're willing to play big. It's about where you put your energy. And your energy needs to go to, I'm going to make a big splash this year. I am going to earn that 6 or 7 or 8-figure year that you've been working hard for, right? But you need to have that in the budget. And I get this, for those of you who are like, Colleen, like, I've just started. I still have my W-2 job. I'm still trying to figure this all out. You still need to do it, even if it's scary, even if you really don't know. Create something, because unless you have standards to reach for, you're not going to reach for anything. Okay? I'm going to say that again. Unless you have standards to reach for, you're not going to reach for anything. All right? So sit down and figure out your budget, your break even point, what you need to pay yourself, and then what you need to set aside for your taxes, and then figure out how much you need to do that, create a budget, go forth, so you have a goal, a bullseye to aim for. All right, everybody. So thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. It's not gray and yucky like mine is supposed to be here in Colorado. Yay, first snow of the year. And remember, rock stars, it is never too late to bloom. Have a wonderful day.